Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So due to some other commitment, I was away from YouTube for quite some time, and believe me, I missed immensely making content more than someone is waiting for it. But I better be regular now is the commitment I am giving to myself. So today I am here with one more important topic, that is your universal conversion of temperature. So you may get 1 to 2 number of question in your competitive exam related to this. So without wasting more time, uh, we should begin. Look at sea level and at atmospheric pressure. I'll show you some of the parameter of different scales we are using in our day-to-day life. So you can see there are 5 number of scales: Celsius, Fahrenheit, Kelvin, Reaumur and Rankine. But in our day-to-day life we are using Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin. But sometimes people are asking, sir, where this Reaumur and Rankine units are used? Let me tell you, Reaumur is used to measure the milk temperature during the cheese production, whereas this Rankine unit is broadly used in aerospace industry in United States. So again, Celsius having unit degree Celsius, Fahrenheit degree Fahrenheit, but Kelvin having unit only Kelvin. It means only K. We must not use degree before your Kelvin. Similarly, this is your Reaumur, this is your Rankine. And as we have discussed, at sea level and atmospheric pressure, the melting point in Celsius scale, that is your 0 degree Celsius. Similarly, in your Celsius scale, boiling point will be your 100 degree Celsius. Similarly, in Fahrenheit scale, melting point will be your 32 degree Fahrenheit. Similarly, boiling point will be your 212 Fahrenheit. Again, in Kelvin scale, 273, 373. Similarly, in Reaumur scale, this is your 0 and 80. Again, in Rankine scale, the melting point will be your 492 and boiling point will be your 672. So in more precise way, if somebody will ask you what is the exact melting point of water in Kelvin scale, that too at atmospheric pressure, so we have to answer this is your 273.15, which is approximately we are considering as 273 for better calculation. Similarly, boiling point in Kelvin scale will be as 373.15, and in same way, Rankine having melting point, this is a 492 I have mentioned here, but in exactly it is your 491.67. Similarly, this boiling point in Rankine cycle will be your 671.67. But for better calculation, we have considered here melting point in Rankine cycle, this is a 492, and boiling point is your 672 for better calculation only. So again, let's consider this melting point as lower limit. Similarly, consider this boiling point column as higher limit. So here the trick is, in order to calculate the temperature conversion, the trick is scale minus lower limit upon higher limit minus lower limit. As you can see, Celsius having lower limit 0 and higher limit 100. That's why I can write it as Celsius C minus 0 upon higher limit is your 100 minus 0. Similarly, in case of Fahrenheit, lower limit is your 32 and higher limit is your 212. So I can write it as F minus 32 upon 212 minus 32. Similarly, in case of Kelvin, this is your 273 and this is your 373. So it can be written as your K minus 273 upon 373 minus 273. Similarly, this is your Reaumur minus 0 upon 80 minus 0. Same Rankine minus lower limit 492 upon higher limit, this is your 672 minus 492. So again, this term can be written as your C upon 100. It can be written as your F minus 32 upon 180. Again, this term as K minus 273 upon 100. Again, this denominator can be written as your 80. Again, this one can be written as your Rankine minus 492 upon 180. So you can see all the denominators are divided by 20. It means all the denominators are divisible by 20. So we can divide all the denominator by 20. Again, we can write it as C upon 5. It means 100 upon 20, that is your 5. F minus 32, 180 upon 20, that is your 9. So this is your K minus 273 upon 100. So 100 upon 20 is your 5. Similarly, Reaumur upon 4. Again, Rankine minus 492 upon 9, that is your 180 upon 20 equal to 9. So you have to remember this formula so that you can calculate any type of conversion. Look, suppose in your question some parameter may be given in Celsius and you have to find it in Fahrenheit. Then in that case you have to consider only these two terms. Let's say if in your question any parameter given in your Kelvin and you have to find it in Fahrenheit scale, then you have to consider this Fahrenheit and Kelvin. Only this term you have to consider. Similarly, as per your question, you have to put any term as per your requirement only. So let's move to some kind of question. Let's consider it as your question number 1. So if the temperature of an object in Celsius scale is 27 degree, how much it will be in Kelvin scale? So as I have mentioned here, the 5 scales can be written like this. So in order to conversion, you can see in this question some parameter is given in your Celsius scale. We have to convert it in Kelvin scale. It means Celsius is given, we have to convert it in Kelvin scale. So go to the formula. You can see for Celsius this is your C upon 5 term. Again for Kelvin this is your K minus 273 upon 5. So write down the same formula, that is your C upon 5 equal to K minus 273 upon 5. You can see both the denominator are same, so I can cancel out these two terms. So it can be again written as your C equal to K minus 273, or I can write it as K equal to C plus 273. So in your question, in Celsius scale the temperature is given as a 27 degrees Celsius. So you have to put this 27 at this particular C. So your K equal to 27 plus 273, which will be equal to your 300 Kelvin only. So 27 degrees Celsius will be equal to your 300 Kelvin, because in your Kelvin scale we cannot use your degree. So if in your question anybody will ask you convert 27 degrees Celsius into Kelvin, so you have to answer this is your 300 Kelvin. If you need accurate answer, then you have to answer 27 plus 273.15. So it will be equal to your 300.15, which is approximately 300 Kelvin. Okay, so move to next question. So try it by yourself. Let's say the question is convert 70 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit. So try it by yourself. Pause the video. Let me show you. In your question it is asked that 70 degrees Celsius we have to convert it in Fahrenheit. So we have to consider only these two terms, C upon 5 equal to F minus 32 upon 9. So write down the same, C upon 5 equal to F minus 32 upon 9. Now apply cross multiplication method. So it can be written as your 9 into C equal to 5F minus 5 into 2 0 5 15 16. So it can be written as your 9C equal to 5F minus 160. So in your question, in Celsius scale the temperature is given as 70 degree. So it can be written as your 9 into 70 equal to 5 into F minus 160. So again it can be written as this term plus 160 equal to 5 into F. So in Fahrenheit scale the temperature will be this entire term upon 5. So calculate and write whatever the answer you are getting in my comment section. Okay. So move to next question. Let's say one more question is there. If somebody will ask you at what temperature both Celsius and Fahrenheit will be equal. At what temperature both Celsius and Fahrenheit will be equal. So how you can answer this question? So first you try this by yourself. So pause the video and try it by yourself, then I will show you the answer. Look, in your question it is asked that at what temperature both Celsius and Fahrenheit will be equal. It means we have to consider again these two terms, Celsius and Fahrenheit. It means C upon 5 equal to F minus 32 upon 9. C upon 5 equal to F minus 32 upon 9. Again by cross multiplication 9C equal to 5F minus 32. Again in your question it is asked that at what temperature both Celsius and Fahrenheit will be equal. So let's take Celsius and Fahrenheit both as X. So again I can write it as 9X equal to 5X minus 32. Sorry, this is 5 into 32. This is not 32. This is your minus 160. This is your 5X minus 160. So 9X minus 5X, that is your 4X equal to minus 160. So X equal to minus 160 upon 4, that is your minus 40. So I have seen this question in several exams. So you can answer at minus 40 degree both Celsius and Fahrenheit will be equal. Clear? Okay. So let's take one more question. If somebody will ask you at what temperature both Celsius and Kelvin will be equal. Let me repeat the question. At what temperature both Celsius and Kelvin will be equal. Now pause the video and try it by yourself. Okay, listen. So in your question it is mentioned that at what temperature both Celsius and Kelvin will be equal. So you have to consider again this Celsius term and this Kelvin term. Write it as C upon 5 equal to K minus 273 upon 5. Again if we will move as per the previous method, both will be X. So 5 and 5 will be cancelled out. I can write it as X equal to X minus 273. So again X will be cancelled out. Here you are getting some kind of ambiguity. Okay. So just remember. So look at the formula again. Just remember, if in any two, if in your formula, if you are considering any two scales and having same denominator, so they cannot be equal. Like in your Celsius scale, denominator is 5 and Kelvin scale, denominator is 5. So both Celsius and Kelvin will never be equal. Similarly, in your Fahrenheit case, here the denominator is 9 and in your Rankine scale denominator is 9. So if somebody will ask you at what temperature both Fahrenheit and Rankine will be equal, you have to answer, sir, you are asking me the wrong question. Clear? So both Celsius and Kelvin never be equal. So here the question is wrong. Okay. So let's take one more example. So calculate let's say 350 Kelvin and convert it into Rankine scale. Pause the video and try it by yourself. Listen, in your question, you have to convert the Kelvin temperature into Rankine temperature. So you have to consider these two terms. So just write down K minus 273 upon 5 equal to Rankine RA minus 492 upon 9. So in your question, it is given 350 Kelvin. So put 350 in place of K. Then you can easily calculate the temperature in Rankine cycle. So just apply your cross multiplication method. This is your 9 into K means 350. 9 into 350 minus 9 into 273 equal to 5 into Rankine minus 5 into 492. So calculate this entire term and add this 5 into 492, 5 into 492. Again, whatever the result you are getting, simply divide 5 in that result. So you can calculate easily what is the temperature in Rankine scale. So again calculate the same and write the whatever the answer you are getting. So write in the comment section. So I think the concept is over. Now for a test, I would like to provide you some homework. So my first question for homework. So convert 73 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit. My second question, convert 60 degree Reaumur in Rankine. Similarly, my third question is convert 115 Fahrenheit in Kelvin. And my fourth question is convert 500 Rankine in Fahrenheit. And my fifth question is convert, so my fifth question is at what temperature both Reaumur and Celsius will be equal. Okay, so my first question is 73 degrees Celsius equal to how much Fahrenheit. My second question is 60 degree Reaumur equal to how much Rankine. Third question, 115 degree Fahrenheit equal to how much Kelvin. Again 500 Rankine equal to how much Fahrenheit. And my last question is at what temperature both Reaumur and Celsius will be equal. Okay. Yeah, one more thing. I am going to start a new series of assistant Locopilot examination. I will discuss the complete package of reasoning and aptitude soon. In every 15 days, I will conduct tests related to that. It is going to my love child for content creation. You all will be getting the best of its kind. The only thing is the promise I am making to myself that I will be consistent from now onwards. So those who know me, they need not require any clarification regarding my job. Those who don't know me, you are requested to watch my 3 to 4 अपकमिंग वीडियोस। और हाँ, और सारे के सारे चीज़ें आपको हिंदी में मिलने वाला है असिस्टेंट लोको पायलट का। और अगर उसके बाद भी आपको पसंद नहीं आया, देन इन यूट्यूब देयर आर प्लेंटी ऑफ ऑप्शंस आर अवेलेबल। आप चाहो तो आप स्विच भी कर सकते हो, आप स्विच भी कर सकते हो, ठीक है। then please like my video, subscribe my channel and share any valuable comment or compliment. If you are having any good suggestion, then you are requested to write in the comment section. So thank you all. So love you all once again. Jai Jagannath. This is B. Mohan Kumar signing off.